sequence because it was adding 3, and we found out that the common ratio or the common difference was 3. So if we want to write a variable expression, we need to come up with a variable. Variables, most of them are acceptable. For now, we're just going to use n as our variable. Remember, that's our unknown. It can represent any number we want it to represent. So in this case, it's going to represent any number in our sequence, any term in our sequence. So I'm going to say n plus 3. So that means any number I put in here and I add 3 to it, it will be a number in my sequence. So if I say 8 plus 3, that should give me 11. If I put that 11 in there, 11 plus 3 will give me 14. So if I wanted to find the next term, I could put 17 plus 3 and find out that my next term is going to be 20. So on this one, we figured out that it was a geometric sequence. And we found out up on the table above that it has a common ratio of 2. Remember, arithmetic is adding, geometric is multiplying. So when we write a variable expression, it will be a multiplication problem. It will be n times 2. On the next one, we figured out this was an arithmetic expression, an arithmetic sequence, and the common difference was a -5. We're adding a -5. So we take our variable and we can add a -5 to any number in that sequence. And the last one is a geometric, and we found out that the common ratio is 1/3. So we are going to have n times 1/3. And again, you can use any variable you want. I just chose n because that's what I like to use a lot for arithmetic and geometric sequences. So try your own table and complete the table for each sequence. The steps I have written here that you want to follow. You want to find the pattern to write a rule. So you need to think about what rule am I going to use for this sequence. And then you can write the type of sequence. Is it arithmetic or is it a geometric sequence? Once you've done that, you can figure out, is it a common difference or a common ratio? Arithmetic uses common difference, geometric uses common ratio, and then write what that common difference and common ratio is. Make sure you do not put multiply, times 2, add 7. We don't want that symbol there. All we need is the number, because we already know an arithmetic sequence adds and a geometric sequence multiplies, so we don't need the actual math operation listed. And then write a variable expression. You can use any variable that you'd like to use. Just make sure that it is a lowercase variable. And bring that to class and we will go over it together. Have a good evening.